Greetings, Cherry Knoll parents. This is Principal Chris Parker, and I want to do a little video for you about the NWEA. So for those of you with children in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, the NWEA is a test that they are taking 3 times each year in reading and in math. And I just wanted to talk you through a little bit about what you can learn from it, how it can help you to help your child, and then what we learned from it as well. And then also give you some specific things that you can do to really help support your child's growth. As you received in the fall, you'll also be getting a report like this following the December window, which we have recently begun. What you're looking for here is called the student RIT, or the student score. And those are being standardized scores of, in this case, 208. For the fall of 12, the student had a 198, and so on. And those are compared to the orange, which are the district grade level mean. So how did all the other students in our district do? And then what was the average or the mean for all the kids that have taken this throughout the country and that are the same age and at the same grade level? So when you receive this, what you really are looking at to interpret the information is they had a 209 in the spring, they had a 217 in the fall, and then the following spring they also had a 217. The other students within TCAPS during the same time period had 205, 208, and 214, and the average across the country was 207. So relative to the average across all the kids in America at the same grade and same age, this student performed 10 points better in both the fall and the spring. So this information is helpful for us here in a few different ways, and one of them is certainly about instruction. What are we doing that's working really well, causing lots of growth, causing lots of our students to be above sort of this aim line for the year? What are we doing that is resulting in maybe more kids in this area than what we would want related to the kids that are above the aim line? So that's a big one for us. How are we spending our time? How efficient are we in promoting the most student growth we can per hour of instruction that the students receive? So that's the first one. Number 2 is related to that, which is we just want a really reliable and valid, statistically speaking, reliable and valid measure to let us know how our students are growing from one time to the next. And sometimes that matches our sort of gut feeling, if you will, about, well, yeah, this guy's really growing and taking off. Sometimes it is a little more demonstrative to us, maybe some underlying issues that we can address further if we specialize the instruction or intervention a little bit further for that child. And then lastly is we live in a testing world, and a lot of these new high stakes tests are going to be given on the computer, And so now we are raising a generation of students here at Cherry Knoll that are in their second year already of taking high-stakes tests, not necessarily high stakes, but similar tests on the computer. And so we feel like that's an important factor for them as well, just to get comfortable in taking these tests electronically. Lastly, there's a great way to find information and help, and that is largely by going to NWEA.org and searching for resources for parents and students, which I think in this case I found by entering in here. But there's also, I think at the very bottom of this page, of the main page, there's a parent and teacher link. If you click on that and just kind of be persistent about searching, you can find these things relatively easily. I'll also, if I find a more direct link to this, I'll post it. And if there's information related to this, we'll put it on our website just to make it that much easier. Also want to encourage you to have conversations about these assessments, about any of the daily work, about anything at all that's going on between you and your son or daughter and the classroom teacher. Make sure that you're talking with them frequently. Make sure that you're emailing them or that you have a daily communication link established. All of these things, when established and well taken care of, will assist your child, your son or daughter, in growing to their maximum potential. So one of the ways that you can find a really important piece that I think is valuable is to just do a simple search for the parent handbook. And this toolkit is, I think, for information coming from a nonprofit or a testing organization, I think it's really helpful and really useful. There's some valuable things in there for you to look at and to learn more about the NWEA assessment system, as well as how to use that information to really help your son or daughter be successful at school. An example of from the parent toolkit that I thought was pretty helpful here was they have a section about offering suggestions about ways to help your child with reading. They also have information about how to help your child with mathematics, and then there are some suggestions there, and then websites for kids, which are broken down, the websites from math and language arts as well. And remember that we also have Dreambox and RazKids for all students here at Cherry Knoll to use, and make sure that you're taking advantage of those as well. Those are excellent tools to help boost their performance in the classroom. That concludes our video at this time. If you have any questions, again, please feel free to call me. My number is 933-8942. Thanks for watching, and hope to talk to you soon.